June 2023. Microsoft Research publishes a paper, "Textbooks are all you need." The argument, the reason language models need billions of parameters, is not that tasks require it. It is that most training data is low quality. Train on textbook quality data, and a small model can outperform much larger competitors. January 2025. Reddit. The community's settled position: Phi models are known and proven to be overfitted to benchmarks. Not suspected, known and proven. February 2025, Hacker News. Phi-like models lose 10 to 20% of their benchmark score on unseen but similar tasks. May 2025, severe hallucination on Phi-4 Reasoning Plus. The model loops, expecting a problem rather than answering. August 2025. Mount Sinai researchers find Phi-4 among the models with the highest hallucination rates in a medical evaluation. February 2026. Phi-4 reasoning falls short in real tests. Excessive token usage, frequent refusals outside the model's narrow optimized domain. The thesis that launched the small model revolution is also the thesis most contested by the community using it. Sébastien Bourbec is a French-American mathematician who joined Microsoft Research from Princeton. In June 2023, his team published Phi-1, a 1.3 billion parameter code model trained on curated high-quality code, synthetic textbook-style data generated using a larger model, and structured coding exercises. The result outperformed much larger code models on coding benchmarks. The thesis was immediately compelling and immediately disputed. December 2023, Phi-2, 2.7 billion parameters. Microsoft extended the synthetic data strategy from code to general language understanding. A model Microsoft claimed could match or beat models up to 25 times its size on some benchmarks. The numbers were real. The questions about what the numbers measured were forming. April 2024, Phi-3, a product family rather than a research paper. Phi-3 Mini, Phi-3 Small, Phi-3 Medium, then Phi-3 Vision for multimodal tasks. Designed for Azure AI deployment, small enough to run on a phone. This was the mainstream breakthrough moment for the Phi thesis. Not just a benchmark story, but a deployment story that reached general technology coverage. The refusal problem emerged within weeks. The community built a fork with the refusal vectors removed, called Kappa-3, because the default model refused too many reasonable requests for ordinary tasks. Phi-3 Vision refused to describe faces or expressions in images, which is a standard computer vision task. December 2024, Phi-4. 14 billion parameters, reasoning and mathematics focus, trained predominantly on synthetic data, released through Azure AI Foundry under the Microsoft Research license. Microsoft's benchmark tables showed Phi-4 outperforming GPT-4o Mini on reasoning tasks and beating larger open-weight models on math and human evil. The community's January 2025 response was the settled position documented in the Reddit thread. The benchmark contamination concern is Phi's defining structural tension. The community's position, stated explicitly in January 2025, the models are overfitted to benchmarks. Microsoft's position, stated in the Phi-4 technical report, the benchmark scores are accurate. Both can be simultaneously true. Phi-4 outperforms GPT-4o Mini on math and human eval. Those numbers are accurate. The scores can still overstate general capability if the benchmarks measure performance on tasks similar to the training data rather than general reasoning. The Hacker News documentation from February 2025 is the most specific evidence: 10 to 20% score loss on unseen but similar tasks, not random variation. A systematic pattern. This matters for Phi specifically because the entire thesis rests on the benchmark claim. Benchmark contamination is a concern across the AI industry. For Phi, it is the central concern. The refusal problem in Phi-3 motivated a community fork within weeks of launch. Kappa-3 removed the refusal vectors through orthogonalization because the default model refused too many reasonable requests for ordinary tasks. Phi-3 Vision refused to describe faces or expressions in images, which is a standard vision task. The alignment tax in Phi-3 was heavy enough to require surgical intervention from the community before the model was practically useful. The May 2025 hallucination and looping on Phi-4 Reasoning Plus is a different failure mode, the model entering a reasoning loop and producing output that does not correspond to the input. August 2025, Mount Sinai researchers placed Phi-4 in the high hallucination tier across 6 models in a medical context evaluation. February 2026, excessive token usage and high VRAAM in Phi-4 reasoning at a model that was positioned on efficiency. Phi, in April 2026, has 3 practical deployment tiers. Phi-4 Mini at 3.8 billion parameters runs on laptops and devices with limited VRAAM. It is the most portable option in the Phi family, and the one that most directly makes the edge deployment argument. A model with serious reasoning capability that fits inside the hardware constraints that rule out everything in this series above 8 billion parameters. Phi-4 at 14 billion parameters requires a single modern GPU. It is the flagship reasoning model, strong on structured mathematics, code generation, and question-answering tasks where the problem looks like a textbook problem. Phi-4 multimodal extends the family into text, audio, and vision, speech recognition, translation, chart interpretation, and image analysis in one model. For edge deployments that need multimodal capability without the infrastructure of a large multimodal model, this is the specific argument for Phi. The 16,384 token context window is Phi's most significant limitation relative to the rest of the series. Llama 3.1, Gemma 3, and Mistral. Large, 2 each offer 128,000 tokens, 8 times the context. For document analysis, long conversations, and large code-base work, Phi's context limit means it must be paired with retrieval augmented generation rather than holding documents in context directly. The synthetic data training approach produces models that are strong on structured reasoning tasks and less strong on broad factual recall and tasks that do not look like the training data. This is the accurate capability profile, reliable on the tasks that look like textbook problems, less so on tasks that require wide knowledge or long context. The community's verdict across the Phi family is consistent. Astonishing for its size, verify on the actual workload. Phi is the correct choice for developers who need the strongest reasoning per parameter at sizes that run on edge hardware, for cost-sensitive deployments where the task is structured reasoning, mathematics, or code, and for teams building in the Microsoft Azure ecosystem where Phi integrates directly. The efficiency argument is real. A 3.8 billion parameter model that competes with models 4 times its size on reasoning benchmarks is a genuine capability for deployment contexts where larger models are not practical. The benchmark contamination concern should be the first check before committing to Phi for a new workload. The community's position is not that Phi is bad. It is that Phi's benchmark scores measure performance on tasks similar to the training data, and performance on tasks outside that distribution may be weaker than the headline numbers suggest. For a model whose entire identity is built on benchmark claims, that gap is more significant than it would be for Llama or Gemma. The practical instruction from the community across all Phi threads is consistent. Verify on the actual workload before deployment, and treat the benchmark scores as a starting point rather than a guarantee. Phi's context window of 16,000 tokens is a real constraint for any use case involving long documents or extended conversations. This is not a minor specification difference from the series. Llama 3.1, Gemma 3, and Mistral Large 2 all offer 8 times the context. For short context structured tasks, Phi competes. For everything else, the constraint is material. The series began with a question: who controls open-weight AI and under what rules? Phi's answer is the most specific in the series. Microsoft controls the model and the Azure infrastructure it is optimized for. The training data is synthetic. The benchmarks are the primary claim. The community says the claim has limits that matter. 4 models, 4 different answers to the same question. The efficiency play is the one that most needs verification before trust.